downs. And a look here at the veteran under center, their 7th-year quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure. He brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
2 yards to go, second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Pritchett throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Well, this defense for the Niners, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Michael Williams. And they're to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here are the Niners now to get their first drive. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
And he's had good success here already this season throwing the football. 6 touchdown passes in his 2 games. He's really got this offense playing with a lot of confidence, trying to establish themselves early as a Super Bowl contender.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
43-yard line.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Niners at 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
You look at this Browns defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Hernandez. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 2. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. They'll get this into the hands of Dillon, complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of
A little
6.
football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the side.
And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners are on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and out.
now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Off play action. Pitch it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. The Browns send out their punt. Now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at the 33. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. They didn't get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Here now, 3rd and a yard. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
On 4th down, here's Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Purdy. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the 49ers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides are playing at optimum level.
To try here for the extra point. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And they'll send the slot in motion left. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Come on, set. Hawk 7.
Back to throw. Clinch it. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
70 Lion.
From the gun on 3rd down. Clinch it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
8 yards on the pickup.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
On the ground, this is Quinshawn Judkins. And he stopped immediately there. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. You look at this Niner defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Let go. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 32-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
From the gun on 3rd down. Clinch it. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
First down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Clinch it. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Brown. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
70 Lion.
They'll look to throw again. Setting up a screen for Judkins. Touchdown, Browns. Quinshawn Judkins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have got it back to within a score. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 13 to 7. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side complete. That's Martinez.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They go play action here. Purdy. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
And 8 yards.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Purdy from the gun on third down. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Nifty move. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. From the 33, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. At the Niners' 33-yard line.
Give up the middle, Jenkins. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
If you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
From the gun on third down, Pritchett. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. Back to throw, Pritchett. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Here we go, set.
An inside run with Jenkins. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Operating from the gun, Pritchett. Yeah, he's got it. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw, Pritchett. They'll swing this out to Jenkins. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Operating from the gun, Pritchett. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They'll keep it on the ground. Carr. And he He's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
49er, first down. A gain of 12. First down, San Francisco.
They'll run on first down. It's Carr. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. 2nd and 9. Play action, now Purdy. He finds his man, complete. It's Hernandez. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
Get set. 18.
Purdy looking to throw. That is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
18. Watch out.
Purdy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Get set. 18. Watch out. Here we go.
Purdy will look to throw again here. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Hernandez. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
18.
Back to throw, Purdy. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Throwing here, Purdy. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try to run this one in. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try to run this one in. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try to run this one in. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there, with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Niners go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. So this has been a pretty strong start to the year for him on the ground, CD. It's just week 3. That's already 5 rushing touchdowns.
And you know he's got big grins on their faces besides the rest of the team. The strength and conditioning program, because he was awfully dedicated to what they put in front of him to get ready for this year. Got himself into terrific shape, and he's dominated here early on.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Back to throw. Pritchett. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
From the gun on 3rd down. Pritchett. And that one to the right side and incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
A nice little juke. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on the field goal unit. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter.
Get set, get set. 18! What is your hat?
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards.
18! Watch out!
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. The first couple of weeks of the regular season were wild, to say the least. What about week 3? Let's jump in. Our look around the NFL starts now. At Northwest Stadium in Landover, the Commanders at home to take on the Eagles in the NFC East. And this is the Commanders running back. He's going to find a crease and take it 13 yards to the end zone. The Commanders are into the win column. They get the victory here in week 3. Next, it's the Windy City. We'll check in on the Bears as they're hosting the Dallas Cowboys. And this is the quarterback of the Cowboys. A 4-yard touchdown pass in the box score. This one's at halftime, and it's the Cowboys looking for a win after 2 losses to start out the season. They lead this one at the half. Got one more to show you right now. Let's go to Foxborough. It's the Patriots hosting the New York Giants. And it's Drake May. He's a threat to tuck it and pick up the first down, which he does, and more. This one's at halftime, and it's the Patriots with the lead at the half. With that, a look at the rest of the scores here in a busy week number 3. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
65 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Watch out!
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Purdy now to throw off the play action. He's got his man on the crossing route.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Now Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I remember pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And I think the Browns got it. They did. Well, CD, that's one of those plays you put a mark by. I mean, that could be a big momentum swing here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, we may have to revisit it, right? Because if that drive ends up in the end zone, they're sitting pretty at that point. Now, instead, it's a 2-score game that has a chance to tighten up considerably.
On the ground, it's Jenkins to start the drive. And he's going to be out of bounds up past the 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll stay on the ground with Jenkins. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Still a couple couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here we go. Here we go. Come.
They'll try and run here with Jenkins. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
That's good for a Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 16.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down.
At the 13-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Pritchett. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Well, an unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play. Move on.
Operating from the gun. Pritchett. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and now that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point.
We'll go as a 42, making a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Outside. 18. What's up? Up.
On first down, it's Carr. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Get set.
Purdy now to throw.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Purdy will throw for it.
And he's got it. So the try for two successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
They go play action here on first down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Brings up third and...
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And this offense on third down today, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun, Pritchett. Looking middle, and that's complete. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Into the hands of Nichols. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On first down, here's Judkins.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Let's go now.
Once again, Judkins.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's good for a Browns first down.
Operating from the gun, Pritchett. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Looking to throw, Pritchett. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Off the play fake, Pritchett. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 6 yards away. And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And that's the lead to 28-14. That time a 9-play drive. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. Fighting his way through contact.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The 49ers offense and Brock Purdy getting ready for this next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time.
Purdy off the play fake. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. 2nd and 10. Off play action. Purdy. A tough throw there across his body.
It's incomplete. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Martinez. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be fourth down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on fourth down? They'll go for it.
Here's Purdy.
The ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Off the play fake. Pritchett. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll make it second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 49ers' 30-yard line.
They'll give it to Jenkins.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a third down and 8.
3rd and 8.
Slot man moves right. Out of the gun now on third down.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well timed. I mean, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
At the 23-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Carr. And some room to maneuver. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy.
And his throw is incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Back to throw. Purdy. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
At the 45-yard line.
Off play action. Purdy. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it.
That is caught inside the 5. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now a play fake here on first down. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops with the 2-minute warning.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year.
And the Niners are closing in on a third straight. Victory to start the campaign.
Makes the score Niners
Extra
35,
point safely through.
Browns
And the
14.
lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over first down.
And the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll run from the gun. It's Jenkins.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
2 yards on the pickup.
Just 2 minutes
It's
remaining here in the
second and
fourth
8.
quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. Pritchett.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
First down. First and 10 at the 38.
They'll look to throw again.
Checks it down to Jenkins.
Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll second down.
A gain of 2.
Again, he'll drop the throw. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And now 1 yard to go on third down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
And this is a situation where as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field.
They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and this not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.